even the roughest place can become holy with the Guru's presence.
Yeah. When we say that you need to teach your kids something to the parents, they always say, oh, they are learning from their environment. Now this is what you need to understand from this Sakhi, that Guru Sahib is not learning from environment, he is teaching the environment.
When the sun was setting for the first time, everyone was scared that, oh, if the sun sets, it's going to be complete darkness, what are we going to do, right? And when the sun sets, it's completely dark, no one can see anything, everyone's worried, everyone's terrified, right? And then a small lamp in someone's house lights up. It says, I challenge the darkness around me, right? That even if I can't light up the whole world, I'll keep the area around me bright.
Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
I, Kiranpreet Kaur, welcome you all to this special kids show. These are the special episodes on Bandi Chhor. We are discussing how we are going to celebrate Bandi Chhor, and in last few episodes we have already discussed about the background history of Bandi Chhor. What was Guru Sahib doing? What is that to teach us? And today we'll be discussing it a bit more.
Bilkul Sangat ji, it's really, really important when we start talking about Bandi Chhor Divas, as well as going to the Gurdwara, as well as spending your time in the Gurdwara and enjoying Bandi Chhor Divas celebrations within the Gurdwara Sahib. It's really, really important that at home we have these discussions and we let our children know. We teach them about Bandi Chhor Divas and we have an open discussion about Bandi Chhor Divas, what it means to us as individuals and what it is, how is it important in our lives.
Yes, and you all, please, whoever are watching us, kids or their parents, please tell your parents, tell your kids. Kids should tell their parents, parents should tell their kids that what is this Bandi Chhor about, right? We are not going to just simply say, oh, happy Bandi Chhor or happy Diwali. That's not our stuff. We need to understand the background of what exactly happened. Now, before we start this episode, in which we'll be discussing more about the Bandi Chhor events, because Rajveer in previous 2 episodes has told all about the historical background of Bandi Chhor. And in this episode, we'll be discussing about the significance of those events. What do we learn from those events? But before that, I'll invite our kids in the studio. So please introduce yourself.
वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह। मेरा नाम ब्रूनो सिंह है, मेरी उम्र 11 साल की है। मेरा मनपसंद रंग हरा है।
वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह। मेरा नाम जोविन सिंह है, मेरा उम्र 11 साल है। मेरा मनपसंद रंग नीला है।
वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह। मेरा नाम जवेका कौर है, मेरी उम्र 9 साल की है। मेरा मनपसंद रंग गुलाबी है।
Thank you very much. So you all remember all the history?
Yes,
Rajveer explained it. Yeah. So let's begin. Let's discuss. What do you learn from that history? And I'm asking, what do you learn? I'm not asking history, okay? So don't repeat the incidents, what happened.
Okay.
Just repeat, or just let me know, what do you understand from them? Who shall we begin with? Okay, let's go with Jovan.
I think what I learned from the story, from the Sakhi, is that no matter how bad a place could be, no matter how war-ridden something could be, or it just needs a chance. If like a criminal, they just need a chance, and even the roughest place can become holy with the Guru's presence.
Yeah.
I learned, I didn't know that much about the previous story, before Bandi Chhor Divas. I knew the after, but I didn't know what happened before. So that whole story, I will remember it now because it's important.
Thank you. Yes, Jivika?
That you should always respect others, and no matter how bad somebody has treated you, you should always treat them with respect and greet them when you see them.
Yeah, that's about greeting. Okay. Yes. So yours were spot on. Yeah. So, and yes, you should all, as Bruno said, that he will remember the background history. you all should remember the background history. If anybody comes to you and asks, okay, you are saying Happy Bandi Chhor, what is the history behind it? Why are you celebrating Bandi Chhor? And imagine you saying that, oh, I don't know nothing.
That would be dumb. I mean, like, that's what some kids do. As much as it's dumb, like, and stuff, kids do it, trust me. Like, they celebrate a festival just for fun. They don't even know the meaning behind it. They do patake, let's party, give me some samosa. That's them, but they don't even know what this is about.
So there you go. As a Sikh bache, as a Sikh kids, this is by hukum, Guru Sahib's hukum, that we should have knowledge. Yeah? So, वो बहुत important है. And as you said, similarly, all of you, all the kids who have watched our previous episodes, and if you haven't had any chance to watch it on TV, do watch it on YouTube, because we are putting every episode on YouTube as well. So you watch the previous 2 episodes to understand the background history. Now coming to this, that what we exactly learn from the history. Now if you remember, Guru Sahib is going to a prison. Now he's imprisoned. So prison is not a very good place. But as you said, that wherever Guru Sahib is, the place transforms from bad to holy. Any baddest of bad place has the potential to be transformed into holy with the presence of Guru. But along with that, one thing which we need to understand is that Guru Sahib is teaching us what? That even no matter how adverse the situations are, as a Sikh, you should never leave one thing, hope and Naam Simran. Otherwise, Guru Sahib must have said that, oh, I'm in prison, now I can't do anything, right? So what he is doing is, he is changing, he's transforming the entire place, right? The entire environment. He has not taken up the shape the environment was already, you know. They were prisoners, they were thieves, they were not good people, and anybody. Now this is something very important which you 3, specifically you being British born kids.
I'm not British born.
Okay.
I was born in Poland.
Alright, Polish born and British born, right? You need to understand one thing, because this appears to me many times when we say that you need to teach your kids something to the parents. They always say, oh, they are learning from their environment. Now this is what you need to understand from this Sakhi, that Guru Sahib is not learning from environment, he is teaching the environment.
Yeah.
Yes? So you are supposed to, as Sikh kids, you are supposed to think about that whatever is happening in your environment, is it good enough to be learnt? Right? Or are you going to transform it? Now for example, suppose in your classroom, there are some kids who are not, who are naughty or who are racist.
There's always naughty kids. Yeah? I mean, like, some of them are just the most annoying people on the earth. Like,
and then you start learning from them and turn yourself into
people like them.
There are many people who learn from every kind of people. But this is being a Sikh kid, you always need to remember that Guru Sahib is with you and he is watching you.
Yeah.
So what you learn and what you not learn, you should be very, very careful about that. Right? So Guru Sahib through this Sakhi is teaching us what? One, no matter how adverse conditions are, probably you can be amongst bad people, very, very bad people, still you are not going to lose your goodness. That is what Guru Sahib is trying to teach you, right? And now this is up to us if we have learnt that lesson or not. If we are Guru Sahib Sikh, then definitely we will learn this. Yeah. And if you are not, up to you.
Yeah.
Right?
And I think personally, like with Bandi Chhor Divas for me is always a time where I remember that, like Kiranpreet said, that like Jidam, how Maharaj turned that area into a holy place, right? In the same way, like there was a human rights activist by Jaswant Singh Khalra, and he tells the story of how when, like it's like a folk tale, right? So it's like, it's not true, but it's like a tale that teaches you a story, right? That when the sun was setting for the first time, everyone was scared that, oh, if the sun sets, it's going to be complete darkness. What are we going to do? Right? And when the sun sets, it's completely dark. No one can see anything. And everyone's worried. Everyone's terrified. Right? And then a small lamp in someone's house lights up. It says, I challenge the darkness around me. Right? That even if I can't light up the whole world, I'll keep the area around me bright.
At least I'll keep my brightness shining. Yeah. So it is very easy to be a part of crowd. It's very, very easy. You can just simply go and be a part of crowd, but it is very difficult to stand out. And stand out with good qualities. Be obedient kids of your parents. Be brave kids who are able to stand up against all the ills of the society. If you see anything wrong happening, come up and tell your parents. That's what you can do as kids. Yeah. So if you find or feel that anything is wrong around you, don't become the part of that wrong, right? Just because majority of kids you know are bad, don't become bad. Try and turn them into goodness. Right? That's what Sikhi teaches you. What other thing? What second most crucial point you have learnt? Anything? Just revise all those details what Rajveer had told you, and then try and find out what second thing is more important that we need to understand.
Like maybe like if there's a moral of the story.
Yeah.
Like
exactly.
So
can you tell me the moral of the story, because I sort of don't get the moral, but I know the story.
The first one I have told you that.
the moral
I
is
know the first one. I don't know the second one.
The second one. Okay, I'll give you a hint. I'll give you a hint and you then think about that.
Okay.
So, can you relate anything with the chola, Guru Sahib's chola?
52.
Is it that you need to think outside of the box?
Okay. It is.
First thing which comes to my head when we talk about the 50 is the chola is the number 52, because
but that's okay.
not really the truth, because I discovered, like Rajveer told me today, that that's not the true truth. There was more people than just 52 kings.
Yeah, but that's the historical part. Let's analyze it bit more. What does that actually mean, that you have to hold on to Guru Sahib's chola to be free?
So what's a metaphor for that?
What does that actually mean?
What does that mean to you? Because you are not holding.
Like you have to hold on to Guru Hargobind Ji's
follow the Guru's teachings.
His teachings. Like you have to follow it on. Like if you have a friend and then another friend, you follow your teachings with that friend, and then when you go to the other friend, you just act cool and don't. You can't do that.
Yes, exactly. So when you say follow Guru Sahib's teachings, what we should understand is that it is Guru who will liberate us, right? So anytime in your life, anytime you feel that you are in some kind of problem, always remember that Guru Sahib is there for your help.
To trust in the Guru.
The trust in the Guru. And there is no other way but Guru Sahib's chola to hold on and be free in this world. The world which is full of confinements. You see, you cannot live without money in this world. So money is kind of a confinement for us. But sometimes, see, if till the time it is for our necessities, that's okay. But sometimes people are greedy, and if they want to get rid of that greediness, what best can they do is hang on to Guru Sahib's chola, hang on to Guru Sahib's naam, and they will be liberated. People who are for some reasons they are into bad company and they are feeling it very wrong or very hard to come out of that bad company. All they need to do is hang on to Guru Sahib's chola and they'll be free. Yeah. Any of your friends or anybody who has fallen prey to bad habits like lying, deceiving people, stealing or anything, right? So what and they are finding it hard to come out of those bad habits. What they need to do then?
They need to hold on to the Guru's chola.
That's it. And how do you hold on to Guru's chola? Because now We don't have Guru Hargobind Sahib standing in front of us and giving us the strings of his chola. How do we hold
Follow
on?
his teachings. Don't change your
But
mind.
now, how do you do that? Now?
Don't go from the wrong path. Stay on the right path.
How do you do that?
How do you
though?
do
How
that
do you
now?
that?
Don't do any of the bad stuff. Like, don't copy your friends.
Yeah, but
Like
how
let-
do you do that now?
How do you physically? How do you hold the
physically
chola?
connect with Guru now
To do Nam Simran,
to do Nam Simran and
to trust your Guru.
Go to the Guru. Go to the Guru.
go to the Guru.
Go to
Go
the
to the
Guru.
Gurdwara.
Guru. And who is your Guru now?
Guru Granth
Granth
Sahib
Sahib
Ji.
Guru Granth Sahib. That's
And Guru
it.
Khalsa
So
Panth.
still we have that chola.
Yeah.
Right? In physical form. And we can still go and always tell our problems to Guru Granth Sahib. And believe you me kids, it helps always. Now as you will be growing, you will face many pressures, many peer pressures coming from this way, that way. Oh, why are you tying turban or all those kind of stuff? All you need to do is just go to Guru Sahib. Go to Guru Sahib, hold his chola if you are in a difficult position, hold to his chola and he will be there to help you out. He is all powerful to liberate you. Am I right?
Yeah, and it's the thing is like a lot of the time, especially like the world we live in, right? And like especially when you're a kid, you feel helpless a lot of the time. Like say like you see your parents like arguing or something, you feel like you know, what do I do, right? Say you see people fighting at school or your friends having an argument, you're like, what do I do, right? You see your teacher being annoying and you're like struggling with class and whatnot, and you don't want to tell your parents because you know they've told you to do well in class. So again, you're like, what do I do, right? Every answer, every question you have,
It's in the Guru Granth.
Is it like
Is-
that funny story you once said when your friend asked Guru Granth Sahib Ji, what should I have for dinner?
Yeah, right. So it's the same kind of thing. Like it's the Guru is always there, right, to protect you, and the Guru is always there to help you. It may not always seem that way, right? But the way I always see it is every dukh that comes to you could have always been a lot worse, right? But we take what we're given and we're like, oh, Rabba kyun karta, right? But like everything that comes to you comes to you for a reason,
Yeah.
and you can handle it. That's why it's come to you,
Yeah.
right?
So let's just review it, revise it.
Yeah.
Who will go with the first moral of the story? Okay.
So the first moral is to. Is it to believe in? Wait, which one was first?
The adverse conditions.
Oh yeah. So the first moral is wherever there's no hope, whoever the Guru is, you can bring hope anywhere.
Yes.
So
So
that's
the way to live in adverse conditions, do
Yeah.
better in adverse conditions
to-
and not being affected by the bad conditions. Yes.
The second one is hold on to the Guru's chola.
And how do you hold on to the Guru's chola?
So when you have any problems or you're thinking something and you don't know what to do, you go to the Guru Granth Sahib Ji and ask your question and he will always answer it.
Yes. So that's all. That's what that's all what comprises of this teaching. What we do, we need to understand analytically of what it is. Not only the string of events that happened. It's not only historical events that happened. We need to understand that what is Guru Sahib teaching us. And Guru Sahib is teaching us, no matter how bad the conditions are, you should still be hopeful, you should still have the trust in Guru, and you should still live a righteous life. It's not that because I just turned to be bad person because the situation was not good. That's no excuse for a Sikh. If you are a Sikh, you need to be a righteous person throughout your life. You cannot say that I turned out to be a corrupt person because I didn't have money. That's no excuse for a Sikh.
Yeah.
You may have money, you may have no money, but still you need to hold that value of righteousness, that value of honesty all throughout your life in whatever conditions. That's the first teaching. And the second teaching is that Guru Sahib is teaching us that Guru's chola is so important to liberate us from all our fears, our problems, and what kind of everything bad that shackles us, that holds us back. So that is important. And how do you read Guru's chola? That's through Guru himself. And who is the Guru? Guru Granth Sahib. So whenever you feel that you are afraid of something, you're not feeling good about something, or you are feeling that probably you're failing, always hold on to Guru's chola through Guru Granth Sahib, and you will be liberated. These are my words to you.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
Yeah. So, Bilkul Sangat ji, it's really, really important. Whenever we talk about Bandi Chhor Divas, there are always underlying messages to everything that happened in history, and there is a siddhant behind everything that happened. And it's very, very important that we sit down, we have these conversations with our children. I know a lot of people struggle with actually trying to find those resources and those analytical points. That's why we have these programs, so you guys can watch them and learn alongside with your children as well. So it's really, really important that as Gur Sikhs we continue to try our best to at least teach our children so that they can go forward and live righteous lives, live better lives, and live lives with the Guru rather than falling away from that path in the first place. So guys, I request everyone, we need to obviously say a special greeting to the Sangat. So what are we going to say, guys?
Aap sabnu Bandi Chhor Divas diyan lakh lakh badaiyan.
Waheguru ji ka khalsa, Waheguru ji ki fateh.